Right, welcome back guys, me and Sambo. You remember Sambo from previous vlogs? We've just turned up to Kenepuru in shitty weather like normal. It's actually quite calm in here. Coming over the Wongamoles was horrific. It was windy as, but getting into Havelock now, it's pretty still. Torrential downpour of rain. We have got the Bs Kenepuru Classic, eh?
Yep.
So it's a 4-day comp. It's Wednesday today. We've got the briefing tonight at 5 o'clock, I believe, and then the comp starts tomorrow or tonight after
midnight tonight. 5 AM tomorrow.
5 AM tomorrow, and then goes right through to Saturday 5 o'clock, I believe, in prize giving. But every day,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So me and Sambo have got 3 or 4 days on the boat now. The main goal is probably snapper. The weather's so bad, I don't think we're going to get up to the top. Actually, Brycey was saying at the shop just this morning that Saturday looked mint to go up top, so we might have a go and try and head up there and chase some kings. But primarily for the next couple of days, we're going to be in the sounds chasing snapper, but probably actually catching a shitload of giant sharks. But I've got so many rigs on board. I stocked up at the Big Blue before we came down and bought a heap of them. So
where's your box?
Where's my box? You grab the box. Oh, it's behind there, Sambo. So there's one box. That's fully loaded with Black Magic. 5 tether. 4x5 tether. And then there's another box there, and I've got...
That's one of them.
4. I've got 4 of them. There's 2 boxes of brand new ones, and a shitload of pre-made ones, because there's so many sharks here.
Lucky it's not wet.
Yeah. In the last trip down with Barty, we went through 21 rigs, so I'm expecting that me and Sambo will probably go through 60.
Those bins are heavy, mate. Those ice bins. How much ice you got in there?
In those ones?
How much bait and burley have you got?
Heaps. So we got I've got 12 times 4 kilo mussel burley. I've got about 25 kilos of squid and 15 kilos of pilchard.
And 50 kilos of ice.
And 50 kilos of ice. So we are loaded. So we'll launch it now and head out. I don't know if we're going to do too much filming today. I'll film at the briefing this evening, but I might do it, see what it's like out there. Hopefully we'll get out tonight and have a fish overnight. I'm not sure if that's in the rules, if you can fish overnight and they're allowed in the comp, but me and Sam are probably going to do that anyway. Let's go, Samby. Samby. Samby's like a little baby deer, but Sam.
Samby.
Right.
Put the bungs in?
In it. Yep, bungs are in.
Referring to handy?
Yeah, I've got, there is some somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, actually try in that little pouch. I might have chucked some in there. Probably not, because I'm not that organised, but you never know.
You know it's in here, you're just trying to play it down.
Right, me and Sambo's just launched, still raining, pretty calm, a little bit of a light breeze. Just had a chat to Steve on his Senator 650, the Black Stag, which is a cool boat, so they're out here for the comp as well. But we're just making our way up now, and we'll probably, God, what are we going to do this Arbo? Top water, maybe somewhere around a few farms. Something to do, because we're not going to set up bait and burley, are we? Today.
You want Elmo?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Put Elmo away.
Put him away. Put my wallet away. So we're probably just going to do some top watering or something. We'll just play it by ear. We might just sit in the cabin and watch a movie. Not even do any fishing.
Should just go home.
Why does my windscreen wiper sound so noisy? Right, we just did a short burst into Kenepuru. Sam's like, "We're in Kenepuru already." I was like, "Yeah." About 12 litres to get into Kenepuru. It's just gone 4:30. We've got that nor'wester coming in. The rain's coming inside on. It's still good. It's calm up here, so we're still happy about that. I think the rain's only meant to last tonight, tomorrow. Not sure what we're gonna do this evening. We still want to fish overnight, even if it's still allowed for the comp. If we catch anything, we're just gonna. Actually, me and Sambo are just tag and releasing this trip. So we're gonna tag everything and release it. That's if it will go back, but generally we're going to really try to get them back. But after spawning those big snapper They've just got nothing left. So that's the problem. Sam's got a bubble dip on, and he's gonna cast. Actually, do you want to talk anything about the new twin power? Say about the new twin power?
Can't talk about it yet.
Was it not released?
Nope.
But it's coming. But you can't say anything about it.
Nope.
Can I video it?
Video it.
Because it's not going to be out for a while. Sam's got the new twin power 14,000, and he's got the new twin power 10,000 that are coming out. I'll come out and film it, Sambo. You don't have to. I'll come out and get a bit of light. I'll get my other camera and film it now. Then I think. Do it later. Okay, I'll do it later. Or I can do it with this one. Do you like that pan back? In the
Is that how the pros do it?
In the video lingo, we call that pan back.
Pan back.
Yeah, that's more of a professional term us videographers use. No, it's not true. I actually just made that up.
I didn't spoil this with Braveberry's bike.
Is it quite loose?
It's real loose, eh? Last time I let someone out.
You never let anyone spoil your reels. Well, that's what happened last time. Brycey overspilled Barty's, and Barty got the biggest wind knot in history. It was a world record. So the old bubble dips have got cast control. It is cast control, eh? Sam?
ARC.
What does that stand for?
Bit of casting.
ARC casting? ARC casting. Is there a terminology for that?
It's a weight transfer system.
Yeah. That looks so good in the water, dude, eh? What colour's that one?
I need my gloves. Not professional without gloves, you know that, eh?
Get your gloves.
They're going to be wet in a minute.
So the bubble dips have got the ARC cast control. So basically, we were saying about it, if you get it on the right cast, you actually hit terminal velocity, and that lure runs so smooth and straight, it just glides through the air. Is that a way to explain it, Sam?
Yeah.
Terminal velocity? Or it just hits the right, if you can cast it right, instead of it flying all over, well, that's a real weird bad way of explaining. It's like if you get it right, it casts like heaven. That's it. Whoa! That's a gust. Well, so we've got 4 days of fishing, guys, so I'm not gonna yabber on too much all the time. So I've got to try and make this battery last for 4 days. Just gone 5:15. Weather's crap. It's coming in side on into the boat. Sam is still stick baiting like a champ. No follows, nothing. The water's pretty dirty though. But it's a pretty shitty day. We're just making our way up towards Portage, and that's where the briefing is at 6 o'clock tonight, and the comp starts tomorrow. We're just cruising up between the farms now. Right, we just turned up to Portage, tied the boat up. Yeah, okay, Sam, there's a better spot closer. We'll probably hit that nice fiberglass boat. We're just going to the, what is it called?
It's called Portage.
Portage. We're going to the Portage competition briefing. God. Sambo had a heap of casts up around all the farms with the bubble dip sari colour. That colour's awesome. But the water's pretty dirty and had no luck, but let's go to prize giving. Let's go to prize giving? God, briefing. Let's go to briefing. Good call. Yes.
He did bring the trophy with him, and he said, "Can you not rinse me out because I broke the?" He said, "Sorry, Sammy, you are a." So he promises he's going to get it all fixed up and it's going to look slick and nice for big prize giving on Saturday night. So it is all length based, so we are. Is someone filming that? Is that cool? So we do have Bs on TV. Don't joke over me. So anyway.
Do this bit nude, JB.
So it's all, everything's length based. There's nothing about weight, so it's all length based, obviously. So we're, the main prize with the broken tail is the #1 snapper. So obviously we're first to third and snapper. Kingies first and second biggest kingies. We've got sections for blue cod, carway, and gurnard first and second. We've got a section which is called the weird ass catch. So if you can't catch something that's a bit weird, like a mermaid or something, don't just put it back in the water. And you could be up for the prize.
That includes any locals too. I'll just get there for you. I wouldn't have wanted to see a photo of that, mate.
The V of what?
That's a slag, mate. So we also have a comp. So if you've got someone, it's normally Bert, but if you've got someone else who's in your who up bad, who cast their rod, Corey one year did the old put the anchor out. Any of that kind of carry on, we have a competition, so we're taking nominations for that on the last night. Richard Cameron's donated a beautiful handmade knife again for Land Critter. Land Critter is going to be decided a bit later on. There's plenty of deer out here. We nearly run a couple of over last night.
Make a wetsuit.
Have you ever caught a dolphin?
Can I get on the floor?
Pass. Pass.
Next mate.
Okay. Thumbnail. Cheers, lads. Right, just come back to the boat. Went up and got all our competition gear. So part of the entry is you got a JB hat each. We got shirts. The guys went over and did the briefing and went over all the rules and don'ts and all the prizes and all that sort of carry on. Probably, to be fair, one of the best ever briefings in a fishing competition I've ever been to. Classic briefing. Everyone was in tears because it was awesome, and the most legendary bunch of guys. This is probably one of the best fishing comps I've been in, and it hasn't even started. All good roosters, and so we've just finished all that. There, a few guys have headed out, a few are still having food and having a few beers. Me and Sam just turned up to the boat, had a chat with a few guys, and we're going to make our way out. And the competition starts at 5 tomorrow, but me and Sammy are going to start fishing tonight. If we get anything overnight tonight, we'll tag it, release it, but we won't enter it in the comp. So yeah, we're just going to untie now, make our way out, and yeah, get into it. Best briefing ever, eh? Best briefing ever.
Just like you. Don't be.
Yeah.
No.
I probably can't. Yeah, I probably can't post most. There's going to be a lot of birds in there. Yeah, going to be a lot of birds in there. I'm always recording. You need to remember.
The briefing is just going to be.
Maybe I need to change it to like the turkey noise.
Are you selling squid off the boat?
Oh yeah, everyone's been eyeing up our squid, dude. We left them out.
Are you selling the squids?
Yeah, I just got $20 for that for a kilo of squid. Fresh squid.
Well, they're half a kilo each.
Yeah.
Would you just maybe if they just buy you a beer at the bar?
That's what he said. I'll shout you beers tomorrow night.
How many squid do you want?
Yeah. Take a heap. Take a handful. Right, we're going to go out and start fishing. No more ever again, Sam. First ever deploy of my new electric anchor. How good. There's 15 metres of chain, Sam.
Oh. You ain't going nowhere.
So we're probably going to be alright here all night. How good. No more going up the front. Right, so we're parked up at Super Spot X. Just looking at the weather now, it's changed and it's still westerly, norwesterly, running through the night. We're trying to work out whether we're going to stay out here and fish and park up here for the night or just go straight to a mooring. Comp doesn't start until 5 AM, but I think that wind picks up at 5 AM, 15 to 26 knots in the morning. We thought we'd just park up here, cook tea, and chuck a couple of rods out anyway. Sound is just lit up like, I don't even know what that is, just like, have you seen the sounder? They look like kingies, dude. Look how big those arches are. Actually, to be fair, that anchor would pull kingies in to check it out.
Those are big sharks.
Don't even.
Big
Why would you even
mate.
start with that?
Well, that's what they are. You know you're in the Kenepuru, not Stevens Passage.
How good's that anchor?
Mate, I appreciate it from the back.
Yeah, so we're going to park up now, chuck a couple of lines out.
Flag.
So we got a hat each. We got a flag, a JB's flag, but that's just so everyone knows who's on the good bastards in the comp.
Yes, you stay away from them.
Stay away from them.
Otherwise, you'd be called a person.
A bad name. And we got a T-shirt each, and it's quite a cool little prize pack. Oh, so it's a release comp to measure comp, so they've included all instructions how to release snapper and vent them as well. Where's that flag actually meant to fit, dude? How's it meant to clip on?
It's for a car window.
Is it actual car window?
It's a car window flag.
Oh, of course.
See,
Inside.
Inside your window. So we'll just sellotape it to something. We'll just sellotape it to the anchor light.
Right, team, well, it's gone 10:40. We've been swinging on the anchor. Anchor's holding because we've got a new magical electric anchor. No action whatsoever. Couple of little knocks from bait fish. To be fair, me and Sambo got the rods up and down because we're swinging so much anyway. Kind of just sitting in the current a little bit better now, so I've cast out. Sam in? No? We're just now cooking up burgers for tea. We're going to have burgers and then we're probably going to go to sleep, aren't we, Sambo?
Yeah.
We're not going to fish tonight because we're just swinging so much. So, are we doing a full loop round? Where are we now? Oh shit!
Mom's on the anchor.
Was it?
I don't know. Well, we've done a full circle.
Oh, son of a bitch! We have done a full circle. I don't want to hook the anchor. We just done a full circle, and I've nearly hooked the anchor. But we're cooking. Sambo's cooking tea. We're going to have burgers, and yeah, we'll go to bed after this. So we'll see you in the morning. But pretty shitty start to the day, except the briefing was awesome and catching up with everyone was pretty cool. So hopefully day 2 will be a lot better. Just gone 1 AM and our friend the wind just got us. We anchored up for the night in the middle of Kenepuru and the wind got us bad. It got up to probably around maybe 20 knots, and Sam was out cold in that, and I was getting thrown around. I don't know how he was sleeping, but he was out. It was your tone, what was it? Soft tone music to go to sleep to?
Deep sleep, mate.
Deep sleep. Spotify, deep sleep. And it puts you out cold, and it put him out cold, but he had it quiet enough that I couldn't hear it. But we just ran, and we've tucked up and around and stolen someone's mooring because that was brutal. So we'll go to sleep again, and we'll see you in the morning. Right, morning team. Me and Sambo have just woken up. We set the alarm for like 5 o'clock and decided at 5 with the wind blowing us in here not to bother. We moved into a mooring late last night. That was about 12:30. That wind got up horrendous. I've never seen it that bad in Kenepuru, or the waves that big in Kenepuru. But it came straight in as a nor'easter. It was forecast to be a sou'easter, but I think it'd be sweeping around the top of Cape Jackson coming down in. So we'll come into a little bay in here. We found someone's mooring. It was the safest sort of option for last night, and it's just gone 7:30. We just stayed in bed. There's no point. That wind, I think, since nor'easter still, so unless it's outgoing time, it's going to be a waste of time this morning. So we're not really in any great hurry. We might have a cup of coffee and then cruise out. But cool little bay here, a shipwreck in here. The size of the ship, I'd say it's probably a old mussel harvester. Day 2 of the Bs Kenepuru Classic has started off quite nicely. A bit of a sleep in for our holiday. Hey Sambo.
Yeah.
We'll just see how it rolls anyway, but we're not really that stressed or in that big of a hurry for anything. It's a bit of a vacation holiday fishing trip anyway, so nothing's an issue and we're not in any great hurry.
Where's my coffee?
Yeah, coffee time.
Marmite and cheese scrolls for breakfast. Perfect. There you go, there's yours. Cheers, boys.
Sambo's just unhooking. We can see out around the corner that nor'easter coming in. We're unhooked. Just had a bit of a tidy up. I made a bin. I got a bin made for out behind the ladder, and it's basically like on these long trips, a rubbish bin. The amount of rubbish we're going to accumulate for 4 days with all the food and just the water bottles alone. Sambo's mock pretending he's having a crap off the front. How good, eh? So we're just heading out around the corner, and with that wind coming through, the tide's going to change at 9:03. So about 9-10 o'clock that tide will start moving. And so we might have to head up around the eastern side of Kenepuru and try and tuck away in there, but I would imagine most of everyone in JB's competition is going to be doing the same thing. It has just gone, it's only 9:48, Sambo. The tide will start running now. The spot we were just trying in the background was just gusting around the corner, so we're going to do a brave move and try and
Brave or stupid?
It's brave or stupid, but now because of the electric anchor, no one has to get up the front, so it is 10 times better. And with 15 metres chain, every time I drop, it's holding. So we're going to try another spot and give it a go for about 15 minutes and make a call and see if we swing too much or if that tide sits us even in the wind. But wind and tide at the moment is in the same direction. But we've got a couple of mackies. We're going to drop live bait down for a snapper or a John Dory. And if this doesn't work, we're going to head back up Kenepuru to the mouth and maybe tuck up around the corner somewhere. People just messaged me. Someone made a fake Mark Cotton profile on Facebook. So if you get Mark Cotton add you on Facebook with no picture, that is not me. There's a handsome picture of me with a face buff on. Maybe my skull one. Apparently a few good snapper have been caught already. A 20 pounder I believe. But nothing for me and Sambo. But we haven't spiraled yet, so we're all good. We've got 3 days. Update, just got 11:30. Sam's caught 2 midget snapper and then probably, how big was that snapper? 34 centimetre, but that'll go into the average weight anyway. Hooked up a giant stingray and that's about it. Nothing much going on. Wind's died off a bit and we'll just stick it out here in this spot while we can. Day 1 update, 12 o'clock. We've tagged a couple of small snapper around about 35 centimetres and let them go. Starting to actually heat up. There's a lot more sort of action going on with bites and hits. We switched over to barracuda, and as soon as it's hitting the bottom, it's pretty much getting hammered on the stray line anyway, and on the flashes. So Macklin's just changed over to a big stray line bit of barracuda as well. Luckily we've got heaps of cuda, and Big Blue's now selling filleted 2 kilo barracuda, which is mint if you want to go groper fishing and don't want the hassle of hunting and filleting barracuda, because barracuda is an awesome groper bait. But this year too, lots of lads have been doing real well with cuda in the bay. I think there's about 4 guys I know that have got snapper over 20 pounds using a chunk of barracuda. Hence a few flogs ago we were trying to catch cuda, me and Shanos, for fresh bait for stray lining. Trying to get to 2 hours towing lures to try and get a bloody barracuda. Could we get one? No. Wind's still blowing, hasn't died off much, but we're sitting pretty good. The tide's really humming now. Got another burley bomb in, and we're just going to sit it out here till 3 o'clock to the change of the tide, and then probably just head to weigh-in, because there's no point fishing for an hour or two on the change of the tide, because it won't start for about another hour. But we'll keep you up to date with any more action. Could have dropped it, didn't he? Not really. Oh no, it's still there. Must have swallowed it by now. Sambo. Fish on.
Oh.
It's definitely a snapper, dude. They are loving that cooter, dude. You were hassling that cooter, but it's dynamite.
Sneaky old shitty cooter. Give it to me! Give me the cooter! Fuck, I hate cooter, give it to me.
He's no giant, but
Where's your line going? Over or under my big tray line?
I would have thought it would be under, but it pulled a bit of line, so I have no idea. Should be clear. I'll sort of more out the left a bit, so it's either going to be awesome or a complete nightmare.
On the net?
Nah. There's no trophy.
Makes it easy, you know?
Oh yeah. So the comp is a measure comp. So you get a little card and a measure mat. Measure the fish, take a photo, and let them go. But it's another good little pan. There you go. He's probably actually probably our biggest one yet. He's all good. You do the photos and I will tag. He is a 44.5. Is it?
It really hurts. We keep one of them up the inside of your fucking fingernail. It's not funny.
There we go. He's got his tag in, and we'll let him go. Gone. Is that extremely satisfying tagging fish or what?
I don't know, I haven't done it.
Yeah, but it's a good record. So guys, if you catch any snapper up around D'Urville Island, Tasman Bay, or in the Sounds with a tag on them, green tag, make sure you, if you're going to release the fish, take the tag number or chop the tag off and report it in. Tyndall Trust are the guys that are doing the tagging thing, but just you can contact me on Facebook anyway, because it'd be good to get a record and see what the fish are actually doing.
Chopping, eating.
There's no hurry to do it though, you know what I mean? Oh. That might be one of our big friends. I need to come in, eh? Sambo's in. Oh, which way are you around then?
Got a bit off.
Did it?
Dropped a bit off.
Oh, sweet.
Not really.
Oh, it's a shark. It's good. At least you didn't battle it for 2 hours, dude.
I don't know if it is, but not though.
Bit off shark. Oh, it's good. If you send it here, is that your stray line?
Yep.
Hand it here, Sam. Would you like a new stray line on, sir?
Oh, mate.
Clip on and clip off. Clip and go. Clip and go.
Like that.
So using those J hooks, I don't know. Oh yeah. Okay, so if you're not sure, that's a J hook. See how the tip doesn't curve in? And those there are recurves. See how they recurve in? So basically, if a fish bites that and you yank it, it won't hook them. So if a fish usually bites it, turns off, and you generally, because of that little loop in, won't ever gut hook a fish. So you only generally lip hook, which is great. But for down here in Kenepuru, with Sam just had that giant 7 gill, if we're using them, you lip hook and you're having a half-an-hour battle all around the boat with a giant shark. But with these, they just swallow them and bite them off. So we've converted to using J hooks down here anyway.
Even better when they're not your braces.
Thanks, Sam. Currently, for this trip, we've only lost, we've only got, I think, about 3 rigs down. Every now and then we've got a gust coming through. It's probably blowing about 13 knots now. Between, 12 and gusting to 15 knots. But it's all good.
Maybe hoping.
I'll get my close one in out of the way. Once it's out of the way, I can move those rods if you want to sweep around here. Yeah, I'm good over this side, dude. Sambo's just hooked up. Unsure if it is a snapper or a stingray or a shark. What do you want me to do?
Literally the length of my leader, just straight down, stuck on the bottom.
Giant stingray. Tail hooked.
So he's hooked on the face and the tail.
Face and tail hook. That's still going. Let's go. Right. Oh, big snap, snap. We're in, guys. I just can't get them up that last bit. Come on, pal. Oh, come on, man. Get Zemo. Yeah! Patience, bruh.
Patience pays off.
Patience pays off. That was coots, bruh. Barracuda. Old freezer barracuda. He swallowed that hook. That's a good fish, bruh. That's a massive fish. Oh, that's a great fish, team. We haven't spiraled into fishing depression because it's just been awesome. Sam, did you say you had? Can we get that hook out? Are we going to be able to release him, dude? He swallowed that hook, eh? He's already done, eh? Nah, right down.
Cut it off and leave it, or you need to kill him?
Oh. No, I just don't know if it's... Look how pale he's gone already. It's got his... Like, have a look. It's down to his gill rakers.
Well done, mate. It's awesome.
Yes, Sambo.
That's what we're here for.
I'll clip that trace off, eh?
Another bait out there.
Another bait, yes.
That was on Barracuda.
Barracoots. Well, that was Bloody awesome, unexpected though. I called shitty Ray on that, and it actually turned out to be a good snapper. He just came back. It was real weird because Sam's rod went off at the same time as mine, but then because I wouldn't have cut through your trace there, eh?
Mine's sharp.
Yeah, so we got 2 hits at the same time. I called Ray on that, but it turned out it was a good snapper, and he's probably he's probably around 20. It'd be over 20 pound, wouldn't he, Sam? There you go, team. That's him there. There's a wicked snapper. He swallowed the stray line hook right down, and you can see it in his gills, so we're not going to release him. There's probably not much point. I don't know, I'm torn on that one actually. I really want to release him, but I don't know if there's any point. He is 79 centimetres. What sort of bait did you get on, Sam?
I went with the stinky old disgusting barracuda, which I laughed at.
You did he made a mockery of that at the start.
I was like, ugh, no way, barracuda, yuck. Then we started catching fish on it, give me the barracuda.
That's awesome. Right, I'm stoked with that. We'll carry on fishing. We've got no room in the bins to put them, so we're in a bit of a pickle here actually. We'll just probably strip some ice out again. Oh, look at that. That can't be a shark. Maybe. Oh, head nods. Oh, Sambo. We might have another snapper, bruh. You might have to bring that.
Do you want to cut which one do you want to bring in first?
Oh, did I drop him?
Shark.
Nah, still there, it's coming at us. Oh, head knots, dude. They swim up well. I'm coming over your way. Well, we're just hooked back up. Oh, drop them. That would be head nods, dude, but we'll see what that trace does. If she's bitten through, I won't feel bad. If it's popped the hook, I'm almost squalled snapper. Shit, it took off. Got a few snappers, right? Snapper. Gutted. Had some head nods to him, but I don't know if it was big or bad. Had a bit of weight to him, he's coming for us. Gutted. That's me mucking around with the camera, turning the camera on and off, and
It's actually up your side. Trying to get the burley trail where you are.
stay out of my zone.
I'm the one doing the burley shaking for you, the team.
So that's a major problem, is me turning the cameras on and off, and I just dropped that snapper. You can tell the difference because the sharks and rays don't sort of just run like that, they don't just grab it and take off. They sort of muck around with snappers, grab it and charge off. And then there was big head nods on that one. And then changing the angle, as you saw in the camera, I dropped them. Dope. That wind's just arced up again. Just gone 20 past 3, weigh-ins between 4 and 5 o'clock, so we're just packing up now and we're going to make our way in. for the prize, first prize giving, is it? Weigh in and prize giving. I think there's a few prizes tonight, but we're going to make our way in now anyway. Right, we just made it back into portage. We just had a bit of a clean up of the boat. Sam went for a crap, and I'm probably going to do the same thing. We're just having a beer now, then we're going to head up to today's weigh-in, hang around here for a while, and then it's really weird now. It's coming in through here. It's a nor'easter down through that way, but up here it's somehow coming over, and it's sou'easter here. So we'll go to the weigh-in and then we'll come back.
There are no prizes at the moment for the larger snapper. It's day one. We do have a prize for the average snapper of the day, and then closest to that over and under. With the snapper,
There we go. Big dog.
so far it's second, Mark Cotton at 782. And in third,
Rightio, it's just gone 6:45 and Sambo's come up with the idea to kingfisher in the categories. Everyone's back there on the juice. A few people left, and we decided we're going to come and tow lures through all the farms and then make our way to the snapper spot for the evening. That wind where we were was coming sou'easter, and as we left the bay just swung right round to a nor'easter, Sambo?
Yeah.
That's so weird. It obviously was coming over the little peak of the hill there. You're just funneling down through. Tow, we've got no rapalas. I told Sam we wouldn't be towing rapalas, so we didn't bring any. But we've got stick baits, so we're going to tow some stick baits through the inside of the farms, all the way up through Kenepuru, both sides, and then we'll make our way to where we're going to fish for the evening. And it'll probably be the same as last night. If that weather gets up, or wind gets up, we will bail and go to our anchorage for the night. But we won't start fishing till tides 9:40 is when the tide changes, so we can tow lures and then go and park up and maybe cook tea and see if it dies off. And if it doesn't by 9:40, might go and park up, or we'll stay there and I'll just fish all night. Sambo will probably go to sleep and I'll just sit out in my chair and have a nana nap there, aka also fishing. But we're about to tow some lures. It's calmed down a bit through here actually now. So SIMRAD's compass, I've got a sat compass, and wherever I'm located, I can click on the menu button, click on tides, and it'll give me the tides for that exact location I'm at, which is pretty awesome. Also, it does sun and moon. SIMRADs do everything, and they're pretty straightforward to use. So if you're looking for a new sounder, or want a straightforward sounder, SIMRAD by far is the best sounder I have used. It is the best sounder I have ever used. It is the best sounders.
I like a
They've
sounder.
harvested here recently, Sambo.
Not harvesting today.
No hit on the lures. We probably really didn't have the right lures, do we, Sambo? So we're just winding in the lures now. We're going to go to the mooring and maybe cook up tea and come up with a plan. The winds and tides are also weird. We're just trying to work out whether to fish tonight and then just go to the mooring and then just sleep until like 10 AM and then get up and fish the right tide with wind and tide in the right direction, because the incoming tide tomorrow, at the moment we've got a sou'easter, which sou'easter is this way going that way towards the front of the boat. At the moment the sou'easter is coming this way, which technically is a northerly or nor'easter, but the thing is it sweeps around from the eastern coast, channels in through the sounds and sweeps back around this way. It's pretty much a kinder surprise, whatever you're going to get with the wind. 5 or 6 of them are saying all different things, so we're not quite sure what we're going to do. I mean, technically we could probably go and park up for the night, sleep in, get up at 10 o'clock and do the same thing and try and get a big snapper for the whole outgoing tide. But we'll sort of try and come up with a plan and we'll go from there. Alright, epic day out with Sambo today on day 1 of the Bs Kenepuru Classic. We managed to tag 4 snapper and release them successfully. So if you come across a green tag on a snapper, either in the dirt, well actually anywhere, Tasman Bay, Derval, through the sounds, we have started the Tyndall Trust tagging program, and we've been doing this for maybe on a year, probably about a year now. So if you come across a tag, and generally sometimes if the fish grow, they get a lot of scourge and growth on the actual tag, so you can scrape that off and actually read the tag. If you decide to keep it, by all means that's fine, but reporting either to like me, myself, or the Tyndall Trust, the tag number will let us know where that fish, where we caught the fish, where we tagged it, because we put all that information on, and where it was then caught again and its growth. So if you catch a tagged fish, measure its length and then let either myself or anyone else, if you know that tags fish, or Tyndall Trust. And that would be awesome, guys, because it gives us an idea if those fish survive and where they end up. Been into the mooring site for a while now. Sambo's just cooking up. We're having steak. What are we having, Sambo?
Steak, coleslaw, cheese and tomatoes with bread.
That's what we're having for dinner. I don't know, that wind hasn't died off, so we're probably just going to have tea and probably be in bed by 9 o'clock, 9:30. Yeah, but we'll play it by ear. We'll see what that wind's going to do, but it's not looking like it's going to die off, which is a bit of a pain, but yeah, it is what it is. But steak time.